We are kicking it off right because the new year means travel bug is probably itching to get out, right? And if you want to get out of town and you're dreaming of jet setting to adventurous destinations, or you want to do some unconventional travel, well, we have some ideas for you. Actually, it's our travel journalist, Jennifer Broome. She's joining me now with the hottest travel trends of 2025. It's always good to see you.
It's great to be back in studio.
I know.
A lot of times I'm out remote.
She has the dream job. You really do. You get to find all the great adventures. And this year, I think people are looking to travel with adventure, but how do you do that on a road trip?
Well, I do want to do it in an active format. It goes beyond, think about like the Griswolds vacation. It's not that. It's not the drive along, let me stop here, let me stop there. No, you want to get out and do things. And the place I want to take you is just right here in Colorado. We're going to the Western Slope. One of my favorite places in the state, it's Grand Junction. And there's a surprising amount of adventure that you can have there. So you head over there, and first place you have to see, of course,
wow,
Colorado National Monument. Looks like a mini Grand Canyon. It's just incredible. That Rim Rock Drive is phenomenal. Almost every time I see desert bighorn sheep when I go there. You can also go UTVing to see the second largest concentration of arches in the world. That is rattlesnake arches. You can go horseback riding. I went out with JR Carriage Services, and we went to see some of the wild Mustangs that are in the Book Cliffs. It's a wild adventure, I will say that. But there's lavender fields. There's, of course, the distilleries, the breweries. There's all of the wineries out there. There's a lot to do. And when you're thinking about doing that road trip, it's something kind of fun to do for spring break. Think about adding in those active moments. Make sure you have stuff to do. Go hiking, go canoeing, whatever it might be. Get out there and be active on it.
Horseback riding, that's always fun. And wow, we are so blessed to live here in Colorado. Just looking at that is just gorgeous. And women are traveling solo now more and more often. So how do we take that up a notch?
Okay, so we're going to take it from just being that solo female traveler to taking it to female groups, but taking those to a whole nother level. And that's really going for the thrill seekers and going for the multi-day treks. And I want to take you to Machu Picchu because that is a spot that I think is on a lot of people's bucket list. But a way to do that is to go on an all-female trek. I actually did the very first one on the Salcantay Trail, which is the more difficult trail and the lesser traveled trail than the Inca Trail to get to Machu Picchu. I did it with Alpaca Expeditions. All women, from our guide to our chef to the porters, which I did try to keep up with. These ladies are phenomenal. If you've ever tried to keep up with somebody, well, I mean, like when they do this for a living, porters are fast. I'm just going to tell you, around the world, they're fast. But it was so much fun. And on an all-female, you get a little bit more different experiences, like going into the coffee plantation. We did a cooking class, so it takes it more from just doing the actual trek itself to doing more of the cultural experiences along the way.
I want to go with you next time. So we have less than a minute left. Let's talk about tourism at night. What's that about?
Astrotourism. And we've talked about Tucson before, but it is the epicenter for astrotourism in the United States and really, I think, in the world. It's one of the best places to view the night sky. They have so many amazing things. There's so many observatories that you can go look at that night sky. Saguaro National Park is also a phenomenal place to see the night sky as well. So think about that, Tucson, Arizona, for night tourism.
What is slow travel?
So slow travel is where you go somewhere and you spend a longer time. Think longer honeymoons, think people that are working remotely. But the trend this year is really taking it to those bucket list destinations, taking it to places like Victoria Falls. That is a spot that is really high on a lot of people's bucket list. It straddles Zimbabwe and Zambia. You go do the walking tour, then you jump in and you do the helicopter tour. It's just a phenomenal experience to do that. So you take off and you get that view, that bird's eye view. Again, keeping with that kind of active adventure theme. Then I went over to the Zambia side, did a day trip so I could go in. I went to the national park that's right there, seeing all of the rhinos, the elephants, the giraffes, all kinds of things. And then getting on the Zambezi River. Those are hippos. First time I'd seen those in the wild. On the Zambezi River, you take a boat tour and you go over and you do Devil's Pool, which, yes, I did lean over.
You are crazy, girl.
No,
I'm
afraid of heights, and I did this. But I also want to say this. that if you want to take it up that notch and really get that safari experience, just 20 minutes from downtown is a place called Elephant Camp, where you can go. There are luxurious accommodations. You also get the full safari experience. If you want to go even farther than that, head into Hwange National Park. That's a short 15-minute flight from Victoria Falls, and stay at Hwange Bush Camp, one of my absolute favorites.
Thank you. You just gave me so much inspiration and so many things to check off my bucket list. And if you'd like more information, check out her website. Go to sweptawaytoday.com. That's sweptawaytoday.com. And thank you again for coming into Great Day, Colorado. We love you.